Today we are going to have a fantastic video because we are talking about one of my most favorite subjects in plus size fashion, and that is shoes. More specifically, the best summer shoe trends for 2023. Hello, my name's Aurelia. Welcome. And yes, we are talking about summer 2023 shoe trends. There are quite a few out there, but I have selected a few of them, 7 of them to be precise, because I feel that these are the most fun and flattering for a plus size woman. As a personal stylist, when I talk with my clients, one of the things that we tackle are shoes, because shoes are so critical to an outfit. They are one of the articles in our closets that can be very trend sensitive. And what I mean by this is, if you buy a trendy shoe and it goes out of trend, it can be a challenge to restyle it so that it looks a little bit more current. And when I talk to my clients about their wardrobes, we talk about the 80-20 rule. 80% of your closet should be in, your basics, your tried and true, your classic pieces that never go out of style. 20% of your wardrobe can be the trendy stuff, and shoes absolutely can fall into this 20%, just like anything else can. And some of the trends that I'm talking about are trends, but actually they're classics that are just having a moment. So the first trend is the ballet flat, and this is by far the most classic of trends. The cap toe style, especially, in my opinion. I really love a cap toe flat. I think that it really drives a huge amount of sophistication and elegance just with that one little bit of black that's at the cap of the toe. Flats look good with pretty much everything that you put them with. They can go with any summer outfit. If you're a petite, I would recommend a nude flat, but having a flat in a color is not a bad thing either, but nude is the most beneficial. There is a style that is emerging alongside this that is the Mary Jane. Essentially, it is the flat that has the little strap across the foot. Those are cute, but what I would caution against, especially if you are shorter, is that they will cut off your foot and they truncate your legs. And for those of us that are shorter, that's not necessarily what we are striving for. Not to mention the fact that they do look a little bit like little girl shoes, in my opinion. If you're short, it might make you look a little bit juvenile, which again is not always what we are after. Just cautioning you shorter gals out there against that. The flat that I would recommend the most is from Vivaya. This video is not being sponsored by Vivaya. I have worked with them in the past, but this is not a partnership with Vivaya. They are just one of my favorites, and really when it comes to flats, they are the best in my opinion, because they're stretchy, they're very comfortable, they're like wearing a sneaker. They're just a really great flat, I think. They're very comfortable. I can walk in them for hours and hours and they don't bother me. But they're not the only ones. When it comes to affordable, Sam Edelman also makes a really good shoe, as does Jeffrey Campbell. I think they all create really beautiful dressier ballet style flats that you could easily wear and incorporate. As far as luxury, we've got Christian Louboutin. They make a fairly decent flat. Prada, and of course, the mother of the cap toe ballet flat, Chanel. Those are all really beautiful options for you when it comes to a pretty flat to wear. This trend for me is very exciting because it's one of the most comfortable of heels. This particular iteration of the trend, though, is focusing more on the really thin wedge. These I got recently from Amazon The Drop, and as you can see, the wedge gets kind of thin at the bottom, and so it's that thinner wedge that's really popular at the moment. But regardless of the thinness of the wedge, wedges in general are trending, and that makes me super happy because I really like them. They are very comfortable because you've got the full stability on the ground. You don't have a heel that you're teetering on. And so for those of you ladies who don't like heels because you feel maybe unstable on them, consider getting a wedge instead, because that's actually really good. And it's such a pretty shoe. It reminds me a little bit of the 70s, but besides that, I just really like them because they look so good with everything, especially when you pick something like this style right here. This is a little bit more of a modern wedge. They're a lot of fun to wear. They're like kind of retro. Like I said, they bring back a little bit of the 70s vibe to your outfits, and I like that. I think that that's not a bad thing. Some affordable options that I found are Mango, Amazon The Drop, and Nine West. All of these have got really beautiful wedge shoe options that you can wear and are coming in at a decent price. And then for luxury selections, I really like Jimmy Choo. Also, Gucci make a really beautiful, comfortable wedge sandal, as does Valentino. It's just a really fun shoe to play around with. I'm really glad that Slingbacks are back, because to me, they represent the best of sandals and closed-toe shoe like pumps or flats. I love the fact that they kind of straddle that, and I feel that they are really great for most seasons of the year. I think that we'll see this particular trend actually make its way into fall as well. I really love the slingback options that are out there. They're so beautiful, and it's not like wearing a mule, because of course you've got that slingback on the back. Right now I find myself really drawn to slingback flats, because it's a fresh take on a flat, which we haven't seen in a while, and I really like that. So I am in the market myself personally for a slingback flat. Some great affordable options where slingbacks are concerned are Mango, Vince Camuto, and Cole Haan. You remember Cole Haan from the late 90s, early 2000s? They're back, and I really love their slingback shoes. I had a pair back in the day, and they're so comfy. Luxury selections would be Amina Muaddi, Fendi, and also Manolo Blahnik are great luxury choices for a slingback shoe. You know that sneakers are one of my favorite shoes, period. I love sneakers. They are a part of my outfit uniforms. They look fantastic with trousers. They look really great with skirts. They look great with shorts, with jeans. They're not just for sporty looks anymore. You can pretty much incorporate a sneaker into your look anytime and with anything for the most part. What it does is it creates that juxtaposition or that contrast and that visual tension, and it really helps to make a look a lot more casual. And I talked about this a little bit in my 2x2 outfit formulas video, where we talked about sneakers being one of those casual pieces that you can bring alongside dressier pieces to really bring a level of casual to your look and create that contrast. Now, when it comes to plus size, I would recommend that you stick with a slender silhouette, because it is a little more sleek. It's not as chunky. It's not going to give a lot of visual weight to your look. And when you're plus size, you don't want to add that visual weight, and they look really classic. In my opinion, those are the easiest to style. Some affordable options include Adidas, Veja, and Converse. And then if you're looking for a luxury sneaker, I can say that Golden Goose is probably the most comfortable in the luxury realm. Gucci aren't bad, and Prada also make beautiful sneakers. You can find a lot of sneakers though in a lot of different price points. If you're looking for something in the mid-range, I would say probably Tory Burch makes a really great sneaker. Sam Edelman also makes good sneakers. There are a lot of sneakers out there for you to choose from, but those are some of the ones that I will have in the description bar down below. Espadrilles are not a trend necessarily. They're actually a seasonal shoe, but I included them here because they are the quintessential summer shoe. They lend such an air of femininity to a look, and I just really like them. I think that they are so nice. Now, Castañeda, which is a Spanish brand, they are the original, I believe, and they are the gold standard. And the beautiful thing about those is that they are not badly priced either. They are so, so lovely. They overlap a lot with the wedge trend when it comes to like summer shoes. So you can kind of knock two birds out with one stone if you get a pair of wedge espadrilles, but they also come in a flat style. What makes them espadrilles is the fact that they kind of have like this woven, almost like a raffia, natural kind of material around the heel. And for the wedges, of course, it's the entire wedge. You can find these in so many different styles, whether you're getting the type that have got the strings, which is the classic style, the traditional castañera espadrille style, or espadrille as they say. Those are what most people think of, but you can find them with straps across the ankle. You can find them in a full shoe. You can find them in a slingback style, although I will say that the slingback style I think is a little bit aging, and they're usually made of fabric, of a canvas of some sort. Some affordable options that you can find for espadrilles are from Castañera themselves, because I think they are around $150 thereabouts. J. Crew, Sam Edelman also makes really good flat espadrille style shoes. Some luxury espadrilles include Valentino, their rock stud, really nice one. I've heard a lot of people say that they're really super comfy. Jimmy Choo, same, as well as the Gucci wedge espadrilles. This is like sneakers. You can find them pretty much anywhere and everywhere, and they're all going to work fairly well depending on what you're looking for, but you can find them in platform style, and because they are that quintessential summer shoe, it really had to be brought up here in this video. Platforms have come and gone quite a bit over the years. They were really kind of popular in the 90s, then they disappeared for a little bit, then came back in around the 2010s and disappeared for a little bit, for just a couple of years it seems, and then now they're back again in a different iteration. They are probably the most fun shoe of the season, I have to say. They're the ones that are really out there. They're gonna really push your boundaries quite a bit if you really enjoy the platform trend, but I'm here for it, honestly. They are the darling style for any short or petite woman, because of course they make us taller, and who doesn't want that, right, when they're short? And now the platforms are like really crazy tall. I mean, we're talking about like tall, where you're wearing 5.5, 6-inch heels, but it doesn't feel that way because you've got a 3-inch platform. The toughest thing about platforms for me is driving. You know, I have to adjust how I drive because it's such a big, thick shoe, but they're a lot of fun. I think they are a really great way to freshen up your wardrobe and to really look current. Some affordable options include Scoop, Aerosols, and Dolce Vita. And then some luxury options include Versace, Jimmy Choo, and YSL. Now the thing about this particular trend is I picked a lot of metallic shoes because I think this makes for a really beautiful party look, but you can find these in so many colors. There's a lot of color selection out there, and when they first reemerged, they actually reemerged, I think, in like really bright colors, like really vibrant blue and pink and yellow, and now everybody's jumped on the platform bandwagon, and you can find them in pretty much anything, any kind of color or finish, but I really do like metallics the most. Anyway, don't be afraid of them. Have fun with them. They're just so much fun, and you know, they give us height. It's another really great trend that I am personally shopping for myself. I love Raffia. I think Raffia shoes are so cool for the summer, and I highly recommend that you go out and get yourself a pair because it's such a lovely way of bringing on a summery look to anything that you put them with. I consider them one of those, like the espadrille. They're not really a trend, it's just they're a seasonal shoe, and they just look so good. I really love them. I think that they're so awesome, and definitely something that I need to get my hands on personally. You can find Raffia shoes in so many styles. All of the trends that I've talked about, maybe save the sneaker, you can find in a Raffia version. You can find them in any style of shoe that you can think of. And what I like about them is that they're neutral. You can either go for something that's a little bit darker or something that's lighter. I would consider it kind of like a nude shoe, depending on the tone that you select. I really do love Raffia shoes. I think that they're just so pretty and so seasonal, and just, I don't know, I'm like attracted to them like bees to honey. I am so about it. Some affordable options include Sam Edelman, Dolce Vita, and Steve Madden. Some luxury options include Gucci, Tod's, and Valentino. But really, pretty much any designer out there has got at least one Raffia shoe in their lineup for summer. And again, it's just a really beautiful way of bringing in some freshness, some summer vibes to your outfit. I think any of these shoe styles that I'm talking about will work in that capacity. There are so many options available where summer shoes are concerned, following all of these trends. And there are other trends that I didn't cover off on. These are the ones that I think are the best for a plus size woman. Just know that some of these may not hang around for very long. So maybe you don't want to spend a lot of money on those. And some come back year after year. So they're going to be worth the investment. Just remember to stick to the 80-20 rule when it comes to following shoe trends. It'll be fun to add some of these to your wardrobe. I'm not saying that you need to go and get yourself a pair of shoes in each of these styles. That's not it at all. Find the ones that resonate with you the most and go for those and add them to your wardrobe so that you can have a little bit of fun with your style, because that's what it's all about. It's about making sure that you've got a really solid selection of clothing in your wardrobe, but also having fun and expressing yourself, expressing your own personal style. I hope that this list was helpful to you. Make sure to check out my Best for Plus Size Summer 2023 Trends video right here. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you in that video. Bye.